Dear students, a warm welcome to the physics class. Today we will start a new chapter, laws of motion. Okay, now some topics are removed for this session. So we start from here, law of conservation of linear momentum. Okay, now to understand this topic, at first we have to know what is linear momentum. Okay, now any force which try to change the state of any object depends on its mass and velocity. Okay, now the product of mass of object and velocity is the linear momentum. P is equal to m into v. Okay, now again come to the point, law of conservation of linear momentum. Now suppose we have a system of two particles having masses m1 and m2 and instantaneous linear momentum p1 and p2. Okay, then the total linear momentum of this system will be P is equal to P1 plus P2. Okay, now suppose for any small time interval, delta t, suppose F1 and F2 force are working on these particles, and due to these forces there is a change in linear momentum delta p1 and delta p2 respectively. Then the total change in the linear momentum of this system will be delta p is equal to delta p1 plus delta p2. Okay, now divide this by delta t on both sides. We get delta p upon delta t is equal to delta p1 upon delta t plus delta p2 upon delta t. Now since time interval is very small, okay, again if time interval is very small, that is delta t tends to 0, then we can write delta, we can replace delta as d. Okay, we can replace delta by d. Okay, dp upon dt is equal to dp1 upon dt plus dp2 upon dt. Delta denotes difference and d represent very small quantity. Okay, if we want to represent very small things, okay, very small physical quantity, then we use d. Okay, dp upon dt is equal to dp1 upon dt plus dp2 upon dt. Now this dp1 upon dt represents the change in the rate of change of linear momentum. Okay, dp1 upon dt represent the rate of change of linear momentum, and we know from Newton's second law the rate of change of linear momentum is the force applied. Okay, the rate of change of linear momentum is equal to the force applied. So this represents the rate of change of momentum in first particle. So replace this by F1. Okay, this is the rate of change of linear momentum in second particle. So replace this by F2. Okay, now this F1 represents total force on first particle. Okay, F1 represents total force on first particle. Now, if we assume the existence, okay, if we consider the existence of internal forces, then we can write F1 as F1 internal plus F1 external. Okay, similarly in F2, if we assume the existence of internal forces in second particle, so we can write F2, okay, the total force on second particle, as F2 internal plus F2 external. Now rearrange these things, F1 internal plus F2 internal plus F1 external plus F2 external. Take internal forces take internal forces, and here are the external forces. Now, the sum of the internal forces is always 0 because internal forces cancel out each other. Okay, the sum of the internal forces is always 0. Now, we have F1 external plus F2 external. Now, we can write them as F external, the total external force. Okay, now we get from here dP upon dt is equal to F external. If F external is equal to 0, that means if external forces are not applied on this system, okay, in the absence of external forces, then write F external as 0, we get dP upon dt is equal to 0. dP upon dt is equal to 0, that means P must be constant, since the differentiation of any constant quantity is always 0. Okay, d by dt of P is equal to 0. d by dt means differentiation of P with respect to t. Now, differentiation of any quantity is 0 means this must be constant. Okay, the differentiation of any constant quantity is always 0. That means P must be a constant quantity. So, what we get, if F external is 0, P is equal to constant. That means if external forces are not applied in any system, then the total linear momentum of that system will be constant, will be conserved. Okay, again, if in the absence of external forces, the total linear momentum of any system remains conserved. Okay, this is the statement of law of conservation of linear momentum. Okay, so the topic is done. Thanks for watching.